Hi everyone. Today we will discuss about local anesthetics. So we'll start with one of the situation of a physician. Once he asked a patient, do you prefer a local anesthetic? And the patient said, local anesthetic? I would prefer a imported one. What are local anesthetics? So local anesthetics are the drugs which are causing the loss of sensory perception in the area where you are giving an injection or when you are applying it topically in a particular region. Especially the pain perception will be prevented. So how this sensory impulses or the sensory perception is being prevented? Perception is nothing but the way how you feel it and take it. That is perception. So, the region wherever you are giving this injection or local anesthetic, the nerve impulse generation will be prevented. So, whatever nerves connected in that particular region, they will have the blockage of nerve impulse conduction without any damage to the nerve. After a certain period of time, it will be recovered. Reversible loss of the sensation will happen. So when a person is being injected or applied with a local anesthetic, they will have the loss of sensation in only that particular area where the local anesthetic is given. Remaining body will be normal. He will be in the conscious state. And this loss of perception or loss of the sensation will be reversible. It will be only for a certain period of time and it is completely reversible process. Coming to the classification of local anesthetic drugs, they are of two types, injectable anesthetics and surface anesthetics, which are given as injections or which are applied on our surface of the body. So depending upon the duration of action or their potency or efficacy, the injectable anesthetics are classified into three types: low potency short duration, intermediate potency with duration, high potency with long duration. So low, intermediate and high. Coming to the drugs, under low potency and duration, they are procaine, chlorpropane, intermediate lidocaine, prilocaine, high potency, tetracaine, bupivacaine, etc. Coming to the surface anesthetics, depending upon the solubility, they are being subclassified as two types, soluble and insoluble. Under soluble, cocaine, lidocaine, tetracaine, etc. Insoluble, benzocaine, oxetazine, etc. So these are the drugs which act as local anesthetics. Moving on to the mechanism of action of local anesthetics, generally to start a nerve impulse or an action potential, the sodium channels will open. The increase of the sodium ions leads to the action potential generation. Local anesthetic drugs will prevent this or block these sodium channels. So because of the closing of the sodium channels, we don't have the action potential. That is the reason when a local anesthetic is given in that particular area, the action potential or nerve impulse generation is being prevented. So we don't have the sensation. So we have seen about the mechanism. Here we can see that when the sodium channels are blocked, we don't have a action potential. When the sodium channels are open, we can have the action potential. So when the ionized form of local anesthetics bind to these receptors, the sodium channels will be blocked and we don't have the action potential. So we don't have a sensation in that particular area. So the activation of the sodium channels will be prevented in the inactive state and it doesn't have any generation of action potential. Once this sodium channels are activated, we have the flow of the sodium ions. When our unionized local anesthetics are being converted to ionized form, they have a capacity to act on the local anesthetic receptors. Once this bind to the local anesthetic receptors, they will block the sodium ion entry into the cell. So thereby the particular region wherever local anesthetic is given, because of a lack of the sodium ions, they don't have the activation of the nerve impulses or action potential. Coming to the various pharmacological actions of local anesthetics. Coming to the local actions, they will have prevent the pain perception, temperature perception, touch sensation, proprioception. Proprioception is nothing but the awareness of the position and movement of our body. Skeleton muscle tone will be decreased and sensory sensation will be decreased. The other local actions include they have no or minimal local irritation, but they block the sensory nerve endings, nerve trunks, NMJ junction, neuromuscular junction, ganglionic synapse, and other receptors which are acting because of the sodium. As the sodium is blocked, all this will be blocked. Then they also decrease the release of acetylcholine from the motor nerve endings. Systemic effects of the local anesthetic. They will inhibit the inhibitory neurons. Euphoria, excitement or dissatisfaction may be developed with the muscle twitches. Stimulation, restlessness, tremors, convulsions. When taken in high doses, they may develop the depression of our respiratory tract, which may lead to the death of the patient. Coming to the actions on the cardiovascular system, it decreases the automaticity, conductivity, excitability, contractibility, and conductivity. It increases the refractory period and prolongs the QTC interval. Ventricular tachycardia and fibrillation. Usually the blood pressure will be decreased because of the sympathetic blockade. But when cocaine is given, the blood pressure and heart rate will be increased because of the sympathomimetic action. Coming to the local anesthetic action on the smooth muscles, the contraction of the bowel is decreased with the relaxation of vascular and smooth muscles. When coming to the neuromuscular junction, as we have seen previously, it blocks the NMJ, inhibit the ganglionic transmission. Why this inhibition is happening? Because they will act through the sodium ions. As the sodium ions will be blocked, the NMJ and ganglionic transmission is also blocked. Coming to the sequence of clinical anesthesia, it may result in the sympathetic block, then followed by the loss of pain and temperature sensation, then proprioception loss, then the touch and pressure sensation can't be felt, then it may lead to the loss of motor function. Coming on to the pharmacokinetics, the ADME properties. So the surface anesthetics are rapidly absorbed from the mucous membranes and abrased areas, but the absorption from the intact skin will be minimal. So because of the lipophilic nature of the local anesthetics, they are widely distributed in our body. They can enter into the brain, heart, liver and kidneys and other muscles and viscera. Coming to the procaine, it is negligibly bound to the plasma proteins, whereas other amide local anesthetics bind to the alpha-1 acid glycoprotein, and they are being degraded in the liver microsomes by the process of dealkylation and hydrolysis. And the metabolism of lidocaine is hepatic flow dependent. Adverse effects of local anesthetics. It may cause dizziness, lightheadedness, disturbances of the auditory and visual functions, mental confusion, disorientation with shivering, twitching, involuntary movements. Finally, it may lead to the convulsions, respiratory arrest. When coming to the cardiovascular toxicity, when we are taking excess of local anesthetic dose, it may lead to bradycardia, decreased heart rate, decreased blood pressure, cardiac arrhythmias and vascular collapse. Coming to it may develop the hypersensitivity reactions like rashes, angioedema, dermatitis, contact sensitization, asthma, and rarely anaphylaxis may occur. What is this anaphylaxis? Anaphylaxis is nothing but it is an allergic reaction which is produced within seconds to minutes after exposure to the allergic substance. So these are the adverse effects of local anesthetics. Moving on to the interactions and the precautions that are to be followed while using the local anesthetics. So when you are injecting a local anesthetic, make sure that you are giving it in the proper way. Aspirate and check to avoid the intravascular injection. Then the injection should be given very slowly, and the care should be taken once you are giving an injection. The proper dose should be given. No excess dosing should be done. And when you are taking propranolol along with the local anesthetic, we have seen that lidocaine metabolism depends on the hepatic blood flow. This propranolol will decrease the metabolism of the lidocaine because it reduces the hepatic blood flow. And the local anesthetics which contain a vasoconstrictor should be avoided in patients with heart diseases because it may lead to the increased hypertension and we should not give them to the patients who are taking the beta blockers and tricyclic antidepressants. Anesthetic potency. The potency of the anesthesia depends on the lipid solubility. So if the solubility is more, we can use less concentration of our drug, so it can reduce the potential for toxicity.